Alrighty, so we are talking about angle bisector theorem. Okay, so last time we talked about the exterior angle theorem. Well, this is angle bisector theorem, which means we are just splitting the angle in half. Okay, so that means we're taking one of the angles on our triangle and splitting it in half. Okay, well, when we do this, it actually creates two proportional triangles, okay? And what that means is we can solve for missing sides using proportions, okay? So, for example, if we look at number 1, okay, so this line is where it bisected this angle, right there. Kind of split this whole triangle into two proportional triangles. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to now look at it like it's two triangles. So my purple triangle and my green triangle. Okay, so we're looking for the missing side on my green triangle. Okay, so how we're going to solve this is by setting up a proportion, which means fractions set equal to each other. Okay, so I'm going to take my purple triangle first. I'm going to set it 3/6, or think short side over my longer side. 3/6, just like that. Since they're proportional, we know they are equal to the green triangle. Now I have to take it the same way. Since we did short over long on my purple, I need to do short over long on my green. So 2/x on my green. Okay. So now what we do to solve is what we call cross multiplying. Okay, so we're going to start at our value that's closest to our x, or that goes with our variable, or x. Okay, so when we cross, we are going to multiply. Okay, so we're going to take 2 times 6. That's going to give us 12. Okay, then from 12, we're going to divide by our 3, which will give us our answer. 12 divided by 3, which will give us 4, which is our missing side. So x, our missing side of our green triangle, is 4. Beautiful. Okay, let's try that again. We have number 2. So I'm going to split this into two triangles. My purple triangle is my bigger one, and the green one is my other one. Okay, so remember these two triangles are proportional. Okay, so I'm going to take, again, my short over long, or think top over that side, this side over that side, 27/45, and it's set equal to the green triangle. So now I got to go same thing, this side over our missing side, which is x, 12/x. Okay, and now to solve, we just cross multiply these guys. So I'm going to start at 12 because that goes with my variable. Crossover means I'm multiplying, so 12 times 45, and I'm going to use a calculator for this. You're always welcome to use a calculator. It's going to give me 540. Okay, then I take 540 where I'm at and divide it by my last number, which will give us our answer, our x. So divided by 27, put that in my calculator, and I get 20. So we know that the missing side of this green triangle, x equals 20. Okay, beautiful. Let's look at number 3. So split it into two triangles. I'll do my bigger one for my purple. Smaller one is green. This is my missing side, which we'll label x. Okay, so now I'm going to start on this side. Okay, so 32/24 for my purple. 32/24. So since I started on the left side, I'm going to have to start on the left side on my green. We know it's equal to the same proportion on my green, so 12/x. And now that my proportion is set up, I can go ahead and solve it by cross multiplying. So 12, start at 12, multiply to the 24, so 12 times 24. And that's going to give me 288. So then we take 288 and we divide it by our last number, which will give us our x. So divided by 32, we get 9. Okay, so we know that our missing side of our green triangle is 9. X equals 9. Okay. Awesome. Let's look at number 4. This guy's a little different. So what we're looking for is actually the whole side of this triangle. Okay, we're going to call this x. Okay, well, I'm still going to split it into my two triangles. Okay, so my purple one, my green one. Okay, so, but I need to solve for this missing side for my purple triangle in order to find that whole side of my whole triangle. So we're going to do the same thing. So for my purple triangle, I'm going to go bottom over top. Okay, so 15 over x. I know I used x right there. That's okay. And we know it is equal to the same proportion on my green. So bottom over top, 10 over 6. And now I can solve for that missing purple side. Okay, so start at 15, excuse me, same colors, 15 times 6, 15 times 6, 90, 15 times 6 is 90, 90 divided by 10 is 9. Okay, so again, we see that that missing side of our purple triangle, I'll just call it our question mark, is 9. Okay, so then if we want the whole thing, we just take 9 plus 6. That's going to give us that whole side. 9 plus 6. So we know that our x, that whole side, is equal to 15. Okay, so that one was a little different, whereas we had to find the missing side of our purple triangle, which we've been practicing, but then we had to add it to that side of the green triangle to find the whole side. Okay, number 5. Split it into two triangles. Purple and green. Okay, this time I'm going to go this side over that side. So 21 over 35. Doesn't matter what you start with, but you got to do the same thing to both triangles. So since I did like a left over right thing, I got to do left over right again. So equals 12 over that x that we're looking for. Okay, and I can go ahead, cross multiply 12 times 35. Okay, let's see what that is. 420. Okay, then I'm going to take 420, divide it by my last number, which is 21, and that'll give us our x. 420 divided by 21 gives me 20. Okay, so I know that that missing side of my green triangle is 20. Beautiful. Okay, so number 6. Again, we're just looking for one of the missing sides of the triangles. Okay, so again, split it into two triangles. There we go. And we're looking for that side on our green triangle. So now just set up your proportions. Now I'm going to go top over bottom. So 9 over 12. And it's equal to, set up the same way on my green. That's the biggest key. Top over bottom. X over 8. Okay, so it has to be the same pattern. Top over bottom, top over bottom. 9 over 12, x over 8. Okay, now we can go ahead and solve. So 8 times 9, to cross multiply. That's going to give me 72, I believe. I'm just going to double check that. Yep, 72. And then we're going to take 72, divide it by 12, which will give us our x. So 72 divided by 12 gives us 6. Okay, so we know that that missing side on our green triangle is equal to 6. Okay. Number 7. So again, this time we're looking for the whole side of that triangle. Okay, so we're looking for the whole piece, not just one of the purples, not just one of the greens. Okay, but in order to find it, we have to set it up. So I'm going to do my little triangle as purple this time. Bigger one's going to be green. Okay, so now I need to find that missing side for my purple triangle. We'll just call that question mark in order to find the entire side. Okay, so I need to set up my proportion. I'm going to go the top one over the bottom one. So I'll just call it 4 over x. And we got to do the same pattern for my green one. Top over bottom. 8 over 4. And now I can solve for that missing side of our triangle. Okay, so start with the value with your x. So 4 times 4. It's going to give me 16. Okay, now we divide. 16 divided by 8. It's going to give me that missing side, which is 2. So we know that the question mark side we were looking for on my purple triangle was 2. Okay, but that's not our final answer because we're looking for the red x, right? We're looking for the entire bottom piece. Well, now we can just take our purple piece plus our green piece. So 2 that we found plus 4 equals our x equals 6. So that entire piece was 6. Awesome. Okay, number 8. We're just trying to find one of the missing sides of our triangles. Okay, so split it into 2 triangles. Purple and green. And set up your proportions. Okay, I'm going to go top over bottom. 28 over 35. Equal to the same pattern for my green triangle, top over bottom. 12, and we'll just call that x, because that's what we're looking for. Okay, now let's cross multiply and solve. We got 12 times 35. 12 times 35, 420. Whoops, 420. And we take 420 and we divide it by 28. That'll give us our x. So we get, divided by 28, we get 15. So we know that that missing side of our green triangle was 15. And there we go. Okay, last 2 examples. Number 9. So are we looking for a side or the whole piece? We're looking for the whole piece again. So this whole bottom side, we'll call that x. Okay, but again, I'm going to split up my triangle into 2 triangles so I can set up the proportion. Okay, so I have, we'll just call this question mark because we need that to find the whole piece. Okay, so let's do top over bottom again. 12, and we'll just call it x for now. Equals, same pattern for my green, top over bottom. 28 over 21. Okay, cross multiply. Start with the number that's with your x. 12 times 21. 252. 252. Then we're going to take 252 and divide it by our last number, and that'll give us our x. So divided by 28, and we get 9. Okay, so we know that the purple missing side, so question mark, what we were looking for on our purple was 9. That's not our final answer because we're looking for the entire side. So we know that guy's 9. So now we can just take our purple piece that we found, add it to our green piece that was already there. So we have 9 plus 21. That's going to give us our x equals 30. So that whole bottom piece was 30. Awesome. Okay, last example. I'm just looking for one of my sides, so I can go ahead and split it into 2 triangles. And set up the proportions. Okay, let's do left over right. Okay, so we got 8 over x that we're looking for our purple. And it equals the same pattern with my green. So left over right, 4 over 3. Okay, now I can cross multiply and solve. So start with my 8 times by 3. 8 times 3 is going to give me 24. And I'm going to take 24 divided by 4. That'll give me my x. And I know that 24 divided by 4 is 6. So that missing side for my purple triangle that I was looking for was 6. And there you go. There's your your notes. There's an assignment that goes with it.